Loss.
And welcome back to Trojan Field. It is time for Dakota State University football on Jammin' Country FM 103 and AmazingMadison.com. 2 o'clock hour on this Saturday afternoon. Mostly cloudy sky, but the sun is cracking through. Winds light and variable, and don't expect the winds to be prevalent here this afternoon. So shaping up to be a very pleasant day. Got 59 degrees currently here at Trojan Field on the north side of Madison. The Trojans of Dakota State University in their home jerseys, that navy blue look with gray numbers, navy blue pants, navy blue helmets, as the team is coming out of their huddle from the west end zone. Meanwhile, the Blue Hawks of Dickinson State on the road, their road whites with navy blue pants and gray helmets. Some similar colors for these two sides. And here come the DSU Trojans. Trojans are looking to get off on the right foot. Well, so is Dickinson State, and Dickinson State always a worthy opponent. And they have dominated this series, as this is the 21st meeting between the two sides. Dickinson State currently 18-2. They have won 6 straight against the Trojans, including last year's 31-14 win here in mid-October. Head coach for the DSU Trojans, of course, is Josh Anderson, as he is in his 12th season. And the assistant football coach, offensive coordinator, and wide receivers is Alex Kretschmar. Defensive coordinator, linebackers is Anvil Sensabaugh. Mike Caniglia is back as the offensive line coach. Defensive line coach is Clifton Marshall. D-backs is Daedric Kibbe. Running backs, Kirby Oaks. Also another running back coach, Mark Ferber. Student assistant, Deontay Randall. Tyler Gabriel, Caden Kruzmark, and Aiden Fedez. And, of course, the trainers for the Trojans, Mandy McCarthy, Nate Schiefert, and Elizabeth Slominski. And so we are ready for kickoff here. We'll take a look at our starters as DSU is kicking to start the contest here today. And Josh Schnook will be kicking off here for the Trojans. And so the Trojans will kick off to start the 2020 season. And Schnook, the right-footed kicker, is ready to go. And from west to east, it's going to be a kickoff that's going to be short and out of bounds on the near side here for the Trojans. So it's going to be good field position here for
Kick out of bounds.
Dickinson State University, as we
35-yard line.
have a ball illegal procedure, and it's going to be 1st and 10 as this DSU defense comes out. Connor Tordson, Devontae Murphy, and Braden Wallenstein up front. Linebacking core of Riley Yankee, Cole McCarty, Moody Ben El-Sheikh, and Marcus Vandenbosch. Noah Guzzi, Wyatt Sanford, Jordan Thomas, and Jason Sakamoto Ryan, the starting defense. We'll take a look at the offense for the Blue Hawks. They're led by junior quarterback Drew Bodeker. And tight end in motion from left to right, pistol formation, 3 receivers set, 2 on the top side. And hands off to the running back, and it's going to be a nice gain on 1st down, a gain of about 7 or 8. The tailback is Derek Tabor, a senior from Killdeer, North Dakota. And Tabor gains about 8 on the carry, went off the right side, came back into the middle. And it's 2nd down and 2. Chains on the far side. The DSU sideline on this near side. Dickinson State on the far side. The 5th annual Egg Bowl. 2nd down and 2 as Tabor will step up. Pistol formation, and it's going to be Bodeker taking it himself. He's going to have a GSN Insurance 1st down and more as he slips as he was getting hits, but is okay. GSN Insurance providing our 1st downs here. Of course, the Case IH Red Zone, the Madison Discount Liquor scoreboard. There are 2 scoreboards here, one on either side. The DSU larger scoreboard on the west end as we have nearly a minute gone by. 1st and 10 for Dickinson State as they have crossed the 50-yard line. Down to the Trojan 48. Bodeker with Tabor to his right, drops back to pass. Quick shot over the far side. It's caught, and it's going to be a GSN Insurance first down and more. And into the open field inside the 10 and down to around the 5. A big gain on the quick hitter. That was Alec Lovegren, the sophomore from Sidney, Montana. And a little wheel route from the running back position. He was not picked up. And Dickinson State is on the move as they visit the Case IH Red Zone. For all your Case IH products, service, and equipment, head to Lake County International in Madison today. So an impressive drive put forth here thus far by the Blue Hawks. Tiger Fry, Jarrett Lee, a pair of seniors, the wideouts. Connor McCarville in the slot. Kellen Ray, the tight end. Ray in motion from right to left. Bodeker, shotgun formation. And it's going to be a handoff, little run up the middle, pushing forward. This is going to be a touchdown for Dickinson State, and boy, did they make that look easy. The Blue Hawks go right down the field. Riley Linder, backup running back and a sophomore, punches it in. And with 13:01 left in this first quarter, Dickinson State's like a hot knife through butter, went right down the field and punches it in for the opening score of the 2020 season. And on for the extra point here is Jeremiah Payne. Boy, they made that drive look awfully easy. Kick is up for Payne. This kick is going to be good. 13:01 to go in our opening quarter. And Dickinson State takes the opening drive after the kickoff out of bounds and finds the end zone. And the big play there, a 43-yard pass plan, little swing route from out of the backfield. Alec Lovegren able to squirt free on that far side. Brought it into the red zone. And a couple plays later punched in, and the defense stepping off the field and shaking their heads. Boy, very surprised Dickinson State made that look easy. So the DSU offense will come out here for the first time, led by junior quarterback Torin Devricks. As we have Mose Timoteo will be the left tackle. You probably want this part too. Ian Pula will be the starting left guard. Junior from Compton, California. James McLean at center. Junior from Stockton, California. Right guard is Zach Rohrbach, number 67, sophomore from Aberdeen Central. Payne's kickoff is going to be taken on the far side and sweeping back to the middle. And it's going to be brought out to around the 25-yard line. I believe that was Jalen Stewart, freshman return man, bringing the ball out to about the, well, they do mark him closer to the 30, so 1st and 10 here for Devricks and the Trojan offense. Noah Schwab, the right tackle, sophomore from Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Deshaun Keel, Jacob Hirsch, the starting receivers, as well as Cooper McDermott. It is a trio of sophomores. Brenner Furlong, the junior, getting the start at the running back position. Parker Goblish is the tight ends. Dickinson State showing blitz. They come. It's a handoff to Furlong, and Furlong will go into the pile. And no gain on the play. Dickinson State came with a blitz off the edge. That was Reese Hohers. Presley Pilato, Crew Mathern, and Aaron Fladel are the 3 defensive linemen for the Blue Hawks. Hohers, Nick Miller, Paxton Miller, and Jared Smith, the starting linebackers. Jaden Hartwell, Justin Tuafa, Dawson McLaughlin, and Javante Oliphant, the D-backs here for Dickinson State. 2nd down and 10, handoff Furlong, and Furlong is going to be erased on the play. Massive hit right there from Justin Tuafa. And it's going to be a loss of 1. It's going to be 3rd and 11, so a pair of runs and just nothing doing on those 2 plays for Dakota State University, their first offensive possession of the contest. Dickinson State leading 7-0 here in our first quarter. Pistol formation for Devricks. Movement up front. The offensive line holds their water now. Looking to the sideline, plenty of time on the play clock as Devricks re-ups. 2 receivers split on the near side, 1 on the top side. And now Furlong in motion out of the backfield. Devricks is going to keep it himself and can't avoid the rush. Boy, just a four-person rush. And Dakota State could not contain the push. And it's going to be a loss of about 4 on the play. And Dickinson State looking strong on both sides of the football here to begin this contest. It was a designed quarterback draw for Devricks as they had Furlong sprinting out of the backfield, but nothing doing, and on to kick is number 37, the junior from Waverly, Nebraska, Caleb Nielsen. Nielsen has it. Nice, beautiful punt. This one's going to turn over. It's taken at about the 34-yard line, and going to the far side is Isaiah Klute. Klute is going to be wrapped up after a return of about 3 or 4 on the play. Isaiah Klute made a nice catch. Beautiful punt there from Caleb Nielsen as he got it to turn over. But Dickinson State will take over. They already lead 7-0. 10:39 to go in this opening quarter. It's Dakota State football on Jammin' Country FM 103. Coach Anderson giving Nielsen a shout out there on the sideline. So the defense will look to tighten up here. Split out to this near side. Connor McCarville for the Blue Hawks. 2-back look. Bodeker will hand it off. This is Tabor. Tabor off the left side is going to pick up a couple on the play as he gets close to the 40-yard line. Gain of 1, maybe 2. Second down and long here for Dickinson State. Well, Egg Bowl 2020, they had some festivities going on before the game, a little tailgating, great pork loin sandwiches. They brought a few up to the press box. Might be a little snack at halftime for yours truly. Empty backfield here for Bodeker, junior from Sheridan, Wyoming. 3 on the top side, 2 on the near side. Bodeker, quarterback draw, is going to keep it himself, goes up the middle, and he is met by a host of defenders. Short gain on the play. Gain of about 1, maybe 2. Bodeker maybe wanted to try and bounce to the outside, but no dice. Lineman up front for the Blue Hawks. Left tackle Gunnar Farsveit. Blake Murray is the left guard. Matt Dye the center. Blade Miller is the right guard. And Javon DeGrand is the right tackle. 3 from Montana, 1 from Wyoming, and 1 from North Dakota. 2 receivers split on the near side. 3rd down and 5 here for the Blue Hawks as the crowd comes alive on this near side. Bodeker in shotgun formation. He's got Tabor to his right, barking out the call. There's the snap. Bodeker looking over the middle, has his man, catch is made, and it's going to be close to a first down, and I think he did just get it. Tiger Fry on the reception, and they're going to give Fry the spots, and a first down. Strength and conditioning coach Vazalotti right there on the line. Wasn't overly pleased with the spot. And so it is a GSN Insurance first down. Fry was on a drag route from the slot. Cole McCarthy in on the tackle there. McCarthy led DSU in tackles last year. 1st and 10, Bodeker, shotgun formation. And read option, has his man, it's his tight end. And a little quick hitter there, Kellen Ray, the junior from Glendale, Arizona, had 10 catches last year for 100 yards and a tutty. Picks up another GSN Insurance first down, and Dickinson State looking awfully strong here in this first quarter. They already lead 7-0 on the Madison Discount Liquor scoreboard and are into DSU territory. 4 receiver look, 2 split either side. Klute in the slot on the near side. And it's going to be a handoff to Tabor. Tabor, not much doing on that play. Picks up a yard, maybe 2. Lines change as Devontae Murphy checks out. Peyton Harrell. Harrell, one of the captains for Dakota State University. As Harrell checks in at the defensive tackle spots. 2nd down and 9 here for the Blue Hawks from the DSU 42-yard line. Bodeker puts Fry in motion from left to right in the slots. Single back look. Bodeker drops back to pass. Looking, surveying, looking over the far side. Catch is made. The ball is loose, and Dakota State's going to have it. The catch was made there by Jarrett Lee, and then Lee lost the fumble as he was being tackled. And coming up with it is the safety, Wyatt Sanford, and that's the first turnover created on the year by this DSU defense. That was their calling card last year. And it's going to be a turnover by the Blue Hawks as the DSU offense will come back out on the field 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. So Jarrett Lee made the catch and then spun to move upfield, and a host of defensive players collided or collapsed in and able to strip the ball away from Lee. So momentum here as Devricks comes out, pistol formation, back to his left, back behind him as well. Devricks drops back to pass. Here comes the rush, looks to the near side, catch is made. And not much going on the play. Nice catch on this near side. That was Deshaun Keel. Keel, the sophomore from Port Orchard, Washington. 20 catches, 255 yards, and 1 touchdown last year for Keel. Just a gain of, well, they're going to say a gain of 2. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8. That was a long throw to the near sideline. Keel made a nice catch, but was unable to turn upfield. So 2nd down and 8. Ball does favor the near hash. Should the captains here, Peyton Harrell has mentioned, Noah Guzzi, Marcus Vandenbosch, Riley Yankee, Torrin Devricks. Oh, a blown play in the backfield. Some missed assignments on the blocks right there as Devricks and Furlong were on a read option. And as Furlong was getting the football, he was being tackled up front. That was Aaron Falatl. Interestingly enough, both Falatl as well as Furlong, both from Soldotna, Alaska. So a loss of 2 is going to bring up 3rd down and 10 here for Dakota State. Devricks pistol formation. And, boy, there should have been not a false start as Devricks is going to step up far side, keeps the ball in his hands. Now he turns the corner, pushes forward toward Devricks. Up over the 35 to about the 37. I'm surprised they didn't call a 5-yard penalty for encroachment. It didn't look like the D lineman had gotten back when the ball was snapped, but it's going to be a punt situation here. Devricks able to make something out of nothing, but it was 3rd and 10, picked up about 7 on the play, brings up 4th down and 3. Caleb Nielsen is on to punt for the 2nd time in this contest, under 5:40 to go in this opening quarter. 7-0 in favor of Dickinson State's. Blue Hawks showing pressure. Clute standing back at his 24. Alexander Massey, the long snapper. Beautiful snap. Nielsen gets it off. A little end-over-end kick's going to be taken by Clute. Clute goes up the middle, runs into his own man, and room to run on this near side for Clute. Clute's got speed. He's going to cut to the outside, now cuts back inside, and Clute's going to score a touchdown here for the Blue Hawks on special teams. Boy, Dickinson State's pumped up on that far sideline. A return for a touchdown as Clute ran into his own man and then bounced away from would-be tacklers and went cutting across the field to the near side, made 1 cut in, and that was all that he needed to do and was off to the races, and Dickinson State leads 13-0 with the extra point pending. Snap, hold, kick is up, kick is good. 5:07 to go in our first quarter, 14-0. Dickinson State leading Dakota State here at Trojan Field on Egg Bowl 2020. Our timeout is on the field. We'll pause as well. We're back after this 30-second break on Jammin' Country FM 103. Welcome back here to Trojan Field, 14-0. The advantage for Dickinson State getting a punt return for a touchdown as Isaiah Clute takes one to the house, the sophomore from Hettinger, North Dakota. bit of a diamond in the rough. Hettinger Scranton is the co-op for football, and not necessarily a strong program. They've got a fantastic wrestling program, but Clute there, beautiful return. Kickoff here is going to be taken on the far side. Once again, this is Jalen Stewart. Stewart is going to be wrapped up violently before he gets to the 30. Boy, there was a lot of late contact there. As bodies went flying, it's going to be 1st and 10 here for Dakota State University. So DSU needs something positive here on this offensive possession. They've picked up minimal yards thus far. They've ran 6 plays and have only gained 2 yards, as this will be their 3rd possession of the game. Waldorf leading Mayville State 21-10. That's at the end of the 3rd quarter. That game started at 1 o'clock today. Here's a swing out to the far side to Furlong, and it's going to be a loss of 6 or 7 on the play. Javante Oliphant, the D-back, cornerback, they're making the defensive stop, and boy, the Blue Hawks have everything figured out right now with this Dakota State offense, as it's going to be a loss of 5 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 15. So the Blue Hawks will push back the Trojans here, 2nd down and 15 for DSU. Under 4.5 to go in this 1st quarter on the Madison Discount Liquor scoreboard. Devricks, 2 receivers near side, 1 on the top side. Drops back to pass. Here comes the rush. Good blocking. Now Devricks steps to the far side. He's going to float it down the far sideline, and it's going to be overthrown. Was looking for Jose Sanchez out of the backfield. Sanchez kind of running a wheel route. Ended up being a pair of defenders there in the vicinity. Also had Cooper McDermott kind of running a deep post as well. And so it's going to be 3rd and 15 here for the Trojans. Safety on that far side, Dawson McLaughlin, excuse me. Excuse me, that was Tuafa. Rather. So 3rd and 15 for the Trojans, and now Devricks is going to call a timeout as the play clock was running down.
Timeout. Dakota State.
14-0 in favor of Dickinson State University, as the DSU Trojans a little quiet out of the gate here. Well, let's keep things here at Trojan Field, as it'll be a quick turnaround, but 3rd and 15, and that opening drive offensively for Dickinson State, a bit of a statement, as they just went right down the field and scored. DSU did force a turnover, but then had to punt, and then the punt was returned for a touchdown. So, yeah, a lot of things going right now here for the visiting Blue Hawks. And see what the Trojans draw up here on 3rd and 15. Ball marked back at their own 24-yard line. Beautiful decorations. I believe they've got all the state flags flying. They've got the old pomp and circumstance red, white, and blue flags here at Trojan Field. A beautiful decoration. Egg Bowl here 2020, and we thank all of the sponsors for the 2020 Egg Bowl. It is the 5th annual. Well, the one thing DSU can't do is get frustrated on the near sideline. Still a lot of game time left. Got to dig yourself out of this one. So 3rd and 15, Sanchez will be behind Devricks, who's in pistol formation, single receiver top side, the tight end, and 2 receivers on the near side. Devricks drops back to pass. It's going to be a screen. Finds Sanchez. Sanchez with room to run comes to the near side, and then is going to be ripped down and pushed out of bounds as he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. And it's going to be a gain of only about 4 or 5, and it's going to, flag is on the play. Looks to be in the area of holding. But we'll wait and see what the call is. Ball currently marked out of bounds at the 29, so it was a gain of 4. And, well, this might actually be on Dickinson State, and it is. We're going to get a personal foul against, a roughing the passer call against the Blue Hawks. So Sanchez will pick up about 4 on the play, and then a roughing the passer call against Dickinson State gives DSU a GSN Insurance first down. Call Scott or Nancy Gusso today at GSN Insurance of Madison. Ball marked all the way out to the 45. So Deverick's little sidearm toss finding Sanchez, as Deshaun Keel will line up wide on this near side. Two-back look for Deverick's in pistol formation. Has the snap. He'll hand it off. Brenner Furlong picking his way up the middle. And going to be a gain of a couple on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8. So DSU, I believe that was their first down picked up. And so it is going to be, they give him a gain of 3. So 2nd down and 7 with 3.5 to go in this first quarter on the Madison Discount Liquor scoreboard. Once again, Keel split on the near side, 2 on the top side. Pistol formation for Devericks, and he'll get to the near side. Keel makes the catch, and then that should be a late hit out of bounds as well. Wasn't violent, but Deshaun Keel was a step or 2 out of bounds when Oliphant came and hit him. Again, it wasn't a violent hit, but catch is made. Nice job there, Deshaun Keel. As Keel makes his, I believe, 2nd catch of the game. And it's going to be a GSN Insurance first down as the Trojans now starting to piece a few things together. They're in enemy territory. Ball marked at the 46-yard line favors the near hash as we see it. The home grandstand on this south side of the field. Dickinson State fans on the north side. Devericks will hand it off, run up the middle, and it's going to be a nice gain on first down as whistles come in. And our official, let's see here. That was Branson Taylor, junior running back from Rapid City. Gains up 5 on that first down run, 2nd down and 5. And the officials blowing whistles. Now they get the play clock going. Little burst of speed there for Taylor, his first carry of the game. Deverick's pistol formation, single receivers either side. And play action. Devericks looking to go deep, has a man, and it's just over the outreach of the intended receiver. Boy, that was a nice-looking play right there. Jacob Hirsch, the sophomore from Gayville. Just a little more air underneath that one and would have been school song. And we do have flags on the far side. So flags on the far side, officials getting together to chat. Little play action right there, and just out of the reach of Hirsch. And looks like it's going to be against DSU. The officials chatting with the far sideline. Now getting
player downfield, number 85. He was covered up on the line. 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
Illegal formation against DSU. Tight end was covered up and went out on a pass. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the play. 2 receivers split near side. Devericks once again pistol formation. And play action. Devericks looking to go deep. Has Keel. Keel down the near side. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. Deshaun Keel makes the catch over the shoulders. Willie Mays would be proud. And the Trojans are threatening at the 5-yard line. The National Guard over on the west end zone thought that it was a touchdown as they fired off the cannon. It's going to be a GSN Insurance first down, and the Trojans are visiting the Case IH Red Zone for the first time in this contest. 1st and goal from the 5. Got to capitalize here. Pistol formation for Devericks. He'll have it, hands it off, and not much running room on the play right there. Little tiptoe up the middle. Going to bring up 2nd down and goal from the 5. Samuel Alexander. No, that's not Sam. Let's see here. Got to bust out my name pronunciation guide. We've had a bevy of running backs thus far here for DSU. That was Chase Dufek. So 2nd and goal from the 5. Devricks bobbles the snap. Has a man open to the far flats. Catch is made. It's a DSU touchdown. The snap was bobbled, but in the flats on the far side, Tucker Bennett, the redshirt freshman tight end from Gridley, California, made the catch. And it's a DSU touchdown, and that may have been, well, the bobbled snap may have benefited Dakota State as Bennett leaked out to the far side. Caleb Nielsen is on here for the extra point. Snap is there. The kick is up. The kick looks good, and it is good. Well, momentum swinging back to the Trojan side as they get on the board. 14-7 is the score with 49 seconds left in our first quarter. Timeout is on the field. We'll pause as well. You're listening to DSU football on Jammin' Country FM 103. Back after this 30-second break. Welcome back to Trojan Field on this Saturday afternoon. A little bit of emotion here for the DSU side and the fans. A great drive. They were aided by a personal foul roughing the passer, but then a beautiful long throw to Deshaun Keel. And then 2 plays later, Tucker Bennett, I believe his first reception, it goes for a touchdown as Caleb Nielsen is on for the kick. It's a line drive kick, and then this one's going to squirt into the end zone for a touchback. Boy, Nielsen just punched that one. And letting it skip by into the end zone there was Alec Lovegren. Probably a good decision there by Lovegren not to try to fool around with that knuckleball. And so, with 49 seconds left in our opening quarter, 14-7 is the score in favor of Dickinson State. As the Blue Hawks come out here, they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Opening day for NAIA football. Halftime, we'll check in with some other scores from around the NSAA, check in with some other college football scores, talk some DSU volleyball and cross country as well. That's all coming up at halftime, the Wilbur Ellis halftime report, but plenty of time till then. Bodeker, pistol formation, Yankee showing blitz off this near side. Here comes Yankee. It's a handoff up the middle, and it's going to be a nice gain on 1st down here for the Blue Hawks. And on the carry right there, number 34, Riley Linder. Dickinson State, Ahmed Andrews had been their featured back the last couple of years. And Derek Tabor getting the start. We're going to see a few different running backs here for the Blue Hawks. Same to be said for the DSU Trojans. First couple of offensive drives sputtered out, but a nice drive on the last one for the Trojans. 2nd and 5 here for the Blue Hawks. Likely the final play of this first quarter. Bodeker drop back, lost the football. The ball is loose, and the Trojans are going to fall on it. Oh, Bodeker could not handle the snap. And Connor Torsden falls on top of it, and DSU is going to be set up 1st and 10 from the Blue Hawk 20-yard line. It's the 2nd turnover of the game for Dickinson State. I was just about to say I thought Bodeker had his knee on the ground trying to grab the ball. The officials never blew a whistle, and then Bodeker had a couple of guys run into him and then lost the ball, and so momentum has swung to the Trojan side. 6 seconds left in this first quarter on the Madison Discount Liquor scoreboard. As Torrin Devricks leads his troops out on the field. Brenner Furlong will be the deep back. Goblish, the tight end, off the right tackle. Two receivers split on the top side. Alec Balchi on the near side. Devricks dropping back, looking to the corner, has a man. It's going to be picked off. It's picked off in the end zone by the Blue Hawks. Was looking for the tight end. That was Goblish, and Goblish had the ball taken away. A defensive play on the backside there by Paxton Miller, the senior from Savage, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So an interception thrown on the final play of the first quarter. It's the first turnover by the Trojans as we head to quarter number 2, 14-7. Dickinson State leading Dakota State in a battle for DSU pride here at Trojan Field. Pause on the field. Let's pause as well. We're back to Trojan Field after this 30-second timeout on Jammin' Country FM 103. Welcome back to Trojan Field. Back-to-back turnovers by either team on back-to-back plays as the Blue Hawk offense back on out there. Switching sides as the Blue Hawks will move left to right here in this second quarter. Little read option as Bodeker will take it himself, and he's taken down on the far side. Marcus Vandenbosch in the mix, also Connor Torsden as well. Tordson, the junior from Fairmont. Gain of 2 is going to be second down and 8 here for the Blue Hawks. Again, the Blue Hawks moving left to right, quarter number 2. That's from the west to the east. East to west will go the Trojans in quarter number 2. Bodeker, 2 receivers top side, 1 on the near side, and it'll swing it out to the far side. Oh, what a beautiful defensive play on that far side. Noah Guzzi goes right by the intended blocker and takes down the ball man. Third and 10 here for the Blue Hawks. Little swing out play, and Guzzi went right by the would-be blocking receiver and knocking let's see who made the catch on that far side. But it's going to be third and 10 here for the Blue Hawks. They'll split 3 to the near side, 1 on the top side, single back look. Bodeker is in shotgun formation. The D-line all standing up. Perhaps some pressure is coming. Nope, it's going to be a 3-man rush. Bodeker breaks out and is throwing to this near side. Has a man, and it's going to be incomplete. Receiver was out of bounds. It ended up skipping in front anyway. The intended receiver was Noah Sickler on this near side, but Sickler was already out of bounds. Didn't catch it anyway. Good job by Bodeker to stretch out that play. It was just a 3-man rush, but the pressure was enough. And so it is going to be a punt situation. I believe this will be the first punt of the contest here for the Blue Hawks. Jeremiah Payne does the kicking and punting for the Blue Hawks. Noah Guzzi on the return. And kick's going to be fair caught at about the 45-yard line. So good field position here for Dakota State. So the defense for DSU forces a 3-and-out after we had back-to-back turnovers to end the first quarter. And the defense stiffens up on that last possession. In fact, really after the first drive, the Dakota State defense has stiffened up. The offense comes back out on the field. Josh Giles, Alec Boltier will split out to the far side. Oh, actually, Giles will come to the slot on this near side. Jose Sanchez, the deep band behind Torn Devricks. First and 10 from the Trojan 45. Devricks will turn and hand off Sanchez. Sanchez is going to be wrapped up, though does fight forward. Could have been a loss of about 4 or 5. Instead, it's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. Nearing 2 minutes into our second quarter here on the Madison Discount Liquor scoreboard. 14-7 in favor of Dickinson State. And it is going to be second down and 12. Pistol formation for Devricks. Two receivers split on this near side. Devricks drops back to pass. Here comes the rush, looking to the near corner to Giles, and it's going to be intercepted. Blue Hawks are going to get another interception as the ball was slightly underthrown, and picking it off, Reese Hohers. And another, now all of a sudden the DSU offense has turned the ball over as Devricks throws his second interception and was looking for Giles from the slot position on this near side, and Hohers steps in front of the pass and gets up elevated over Giles, and so the Blue Hawks get the ball back at their own 35-yard line. Devricks a little frustrated as he comes off to the near sideline. As he and Coach Anderson have a light discussion. Bodeker will read option, hands it off, and getting to the outside is Lovegren. Then Lovegren knocked down as he was stretched out. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play at most. It's going to bring up second down and 9 here for the Blue Hawks. Wyatt Sanford in on the tackle. Nice job defensively to stretch that play out as Lovegren with some nice speed trying to get to the outside, but to no avail. This is the first run of the game for Lovegren. Also has that 43-yard reception early on in the first quarter. Bodeker drops back to pass. Bodeker looking deep on the near side. Has a man just out of the reach of the intended receiver. Jarrett Lee matched up with Sakamoto Ryan. And the pass just over the arms of the jumping and stretching Lee. And it's going to be up third down and 9. Not bad coverage there from Sakamoto Ryan. So third and 9 as the home crowd comes alive here at Trojan Field. Lee will be split on this near side with Tiger Fry. Fry basically has almost every major receiving record in school history for Dickinson State coming into his senior campaign. Once again, the defensive line all standing up and moving around. Here comes Riley Yonke off the edge. Bodeker steps up, has a man, catch is made. Oh, and the ball is loose, and it's another turnover on the Blue Hawks. Blue Hawks wanted to say he was down, but Connor McCarville's not going to win that argument, and the Blue Hawks cough it up for the third time in this contest. It is the third fumble, and Dakota State will get the ball back at their own 45-yard line, and yeah, that ball was out before he hit the ground. Pair of defenders collapsing in, and then it was swallowed up there. I believe that was Jordan Thomas, the safety. And opportunistic defense once again, and yep, that was Jordan Thomas with those bright teal gloves, the senior from Houston, Texas. First and 10 here for Dakota State. Devricks in pistol formation. Quick throw to the far side, and it's incomplete. Was looking for Keel. Ball may have been tipped. Going to bring up second down and 10. Dakota State looking to open the offense up here via the pass. Devricks now 6 for 10 for 55 yards, but 2 interceptions as well as a touchdown here in this first half. 11:54 left in our opening half. 14-7, Dickinson State leading Dakota State here on the Madison Discount Liquor scoreboard. Pistol formation. Here comes the blitz. Ball is, dropped by Devricks and then fell upon in the backfield. As DSU was able to hold on to that football. Heads a play right there from Branson Taylor, but it's going to be a loss of 6. Going to bring up third down and 16. So third and long here for DSU. 2 receivers split to the near side. Deshaun Keel split single on the top side. And snap, Devricks. And Devereux is going to take out, looks to get to the outside, looks to the sideline. McDermott, and McDermott can't make the catch. Flags come flying in. Boy, the ball was snapped, but no one else was ready. The defensive line had all moved forward. We did get a flag in late on that far side. Devereux rolling out to the near side, looking for Cooper McDermott. McDermott would have been, I think, just short of the first down marker had he been able to make the catch. And it looks like it's going to be on Dakota State's as the line judge on the far side.
Personal foul, chop block.
Chop block called against Dakota State.
That penalty's been declined. 4th down.
Penalty is declined, so it's going to be 4th down. And assuming the punt team is going to come out. One of the Dickinson State players said go for it. Could hear that from all the way up here. At least he didn't drop any unnecessary vocabulary. My mother is in the stands here today. Isaiah Klutz on a return one to the house. He stands at his 20. Caleb Nielsen is on. Blue Hawks show blitz. And Massey will get it back to Nielsen in time. Nielsen's punt swirling to the far side. Klute is going to call a fair catch right around the 26, 27-yard line. There is maybe a little bit of a light wind now coming out of the west. The ball did hang up ever so lightly, but still a good punt there from Caleb Nielsen. Nielsen, he's consistent. Get that ball to turn over, and yeah, the flags on the goalpost certainly are blowing to the east, as are the flags decorating the field. So 1st and 10 here for Dickinson State, and all of a sudden we've had just some hearty amount of exchange of possessions here between turnovers and punts over the first 4 minutes, really dating back to the final 2 plays of that first quarter now here into the first 4 minutes of quarter number 2. 14-7 is the lead for Dickinson State. It's a read option handoff up the middle. And going to be a gain of about 3 or 4 on the play. I believe that was Tabor getting out to the 30-yard line. Nope, excuse me. Riley Linder on the carry is going to bring up 2nd down and 7. So Linder in on that carry. Now Tabor checks in. Drew Bodeker, 6 for 8 through the air, 87 yards. Not too bad for his, I believe this is his first career start. He came in at 2 passes, 2 yards, 2 for 2 last year, 33 yards and a touchdown. And he's going to hand it off to Tabor. Tabor comes off and room to run. It's a 1st down and more. A GSN Insurance 1st down as we get a late hit, and here comes flags. Well, that's just losing your cool out near midfield by one of the linemen for Dickinson State. As a host of flags come in. That was Linder again. Tabor was on the field, I thought I saw Linder run off. No, that was Linder. And that's going to be a late hit there on number 74, Blade Miller. Blatant right in front of our officials on this near side. As Linder was already on the ground and Miller came in. Still a good run there by Linder. Was able to kind of squirt up the middle, then got to the 2nd level. And room to run.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the offense, number 74.
We're going to say unnecessary roughness.
But it'll be 1st down.
So it should be a 1st down, but then the ball is going to be marked back 15 yards. Well, the white hat did call for a 1st down. But we're going to get the 15 yards marked off. Ball was up to the 48, I do believe. Now it's going to be back to the 34, so it will be a 1st down. Okay, so it was unnecessary roughness after the play. So GSN Insurance 1st down, ball marked back from the 49 to the 34. 1st and 10 here for the Blue Hawks. And now our umpire holding off the Blue Hawk offense. Now we get the play clock going. 2 receivers near side, 2 on the top side. Now Fry in motion from the slot, the near side to the top side. Bodeker drops back to pass, swings it out quickly, catch is made, and it's going to be a gain of about 3 or 4 on the play. Simple little dip and dunk right there as Tiger Fry makes the catch. Nothing wrong with that. Nice little rhythm pass. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 here for Dickinson State. Fry was in motion to the far slot. Little stop route, turned face, made the catch, fell to the ground. Fry in motion. Now comes back to the near side. Handoff. Linder. And he'll pick up a couple on the play. He's going to bring up 3rd down at about 4. A host of DSU Trojans in on the tackle there, including starting lineman Devontae Murphy as well as Connor Tordson. Murphy's going to get a breather here as Edward Fritzler, junior DN from Eaton, Colorado, steps in. 3rd and 4, ball favors the near hash at the 40-yard line for the Blue Hawks. They'll split 2 receivers on either side. Single back look here for Bodeker in shotgun formation. Here comes the blitz. Bodeker over the middle. Ooh, terrible pass. As Bodeker was going down, he skipped that ball 5 yards in front of the intended receiver. And the punt team here for the Trojans, they were going to come on, but Captain Vandenbosch said, hold on, we're going to just keep the first team defense out here. As Noah Guzzi is going to be back inside his 20-yard line. Jeremiah Payne on to punt once again. Nice snap, Payne with time. Good drop kick, going to come to the near side. Guzzi will take it at his 22, and Noah's going to be wrapped up right away on the play. So good coverage there by Dickinson State. But DSU, the Trojans of DSU will take over. 8:39 left in our first half. Let's keep things here as we get a quick turnover of possession. Again, the Dakota State defense certainly has stiffened up since that first drive. Yeah, they did give up another touchdown, but that first drive, Dickinson State went right down the field, and the second touchdown was a punt return. But it is the DSU offense that is looking for some kind of consistency as they come out. Ball at their own 23-yard line, pistol formation for Devricks. And it's going to be a handoff. This is Brenner Furlong. Furlong's going to push up the middle over the 25, close to the 27-yard line. Gain of about 3 on the play brings up 2nd down and 7. Defense on this near side on the bench, getting instructions. So 2nd down and 7, short gain there for Brenner Furlong. As we have 8 minutes to go in the first half on the Madison Discount Liquor scoreboard. Again, the Wilbur Ellis halftime report coming up. Devricks. Pistol formation has it. Drops back to pass. Swings to the far side. Catch is made. Deshaun Keel. Keel makes the first man miss. As he's out to the 40, it's a GSN Insurance first down. Really nice route there by Deshaun Keel. About a 10, 12-yard button hook came back to the ball. Made a man miss, but then ended up getting dropped by a couple of Blue Hawk defenders. So GSN Insurance first down. Brought to you by GSN Insurance of Madison. No account is too big or too small. They like them all. Ball out to the 40-yard line here for the Trojans. Keel will be split out to the far side. Trips on this near side. As Devricks has the snap, drops back to pass. Here comes the rush. Over the middle, it's incomplete, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Parker Goblish, junior tight end from Beersford. Would have been a gain of about 6 or 7 on the play. 2nd down and 10 here for Dakota State. A couple of things here. I think the O-line doing a better job as this half goes on of blocking in general. So maybe some first game shakes here from both teams. I believe we've had 5 combined turnovers in this first half as well. 2nd and 10. Pressure being shown by the Blue Hawks. Devricks has the snap. Read option, hands it off, and tiptoeing up the middle. Not much going on as pushing and shoving goes on. And it's going to be a short gain on the play as the massive bodies come out. And that run there for the Trojans, that was, I believe that was Gavin Holland. It was Gavin Holland, the freshman from Arlington. And we really have seen a few different runners here. So 3rd and 8 after the gain of 2. Pressure being shown by the Blue Hawks. And Devericks will look to the sideline. Cooper McDermott in the slot on this near side. Hirsch is split out. 10 on the play clock. Devericks barks out the calls. Has it. Drops back to pass. Here comes the rush. Swings it over. Has Cooper McDermott. It's a first down. Cooper McDermott makes the catch inside the 40-yard line. Boy, he and Hirsch were awfully close on this near side. Jacob Hirsch was the out receiver. McDermott was in the slot, but a bullet there from Torrin Devericks, and it's a GSN Insurance first down. The Trojans are on the move here on FM 103, under 6 to go in our first half. Boy, a rocket of a throw there from Devericks, threw that with conviction. And so ball marked down to the 38-yard line. Believe that was the first catch of the game for Cooper. Yard gain. 1st and 10. Devericks drops back to pass. Looking deep down the near side. Has Hirsch. Hirsch goes up. Makes the catch. That's going to be a tie, but the tie will go to the offensive player, and the ball is inside the 5-yard line. What a play right there from Jacob Hirsch. He and his defender, Jaden Hartwell, went up for it, and Hirsch was able to come down with it. And the Trojans are knocking on the goal. It's 1st and goal from the 2. It's a visit inside the Case IH red zone. Find reliable Case IH equipment for your farming operations at Lake County International in Madison. Boy, a beautiful throw. Hirsch had a step, able to adjust, made the catch as the 2 came down with it. And so Devericks, well, hold on, we'll get a timeout on the field. Dickinson State will call their first timeout of the half. 4:46 to go in our first half. 14-7, the Blue Hawks lead. The Trojans are knocking on the door, and we've got a timeout on the field. We're back to Trojan Field after this 30-second break on FM 103.
Ready to go. Let's go.
Welcome back to Trojan Field. Dakota State knocking on the doorstep here. They've got 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. A couple of long passes putting them in this position. And a little bit of rhythm coming here for this Trojan side as Torrin Devericks will lead the troops out. Branson Taylor is going to be the deep back. Junior from Rapid City, 5'8", 200 pounds. It's going to be Devericks up the middle. He's going to push forward, and he's still going. He's got to be in by now. And it is going to be a touchdown called on the near side. Torrin Devericks, with bodies behind him, got the push. Yeah, keep it simple right there. 1st and goal from the 2, and you got a quarterback that loves to get dirty. As Caleb Nielsen comes on here for the extra point, Jacob Giles will hold, and had one of the big hog mollies in as an extra runner or blocker, but I believe he helped Devericks. A little flashback to the Bush push. Massey snap there. The kick is up. The kick is good. 4:40 to go in this first half. 14 unanswered by your Trojans of Dakota State. They have knotted things up here with the Blue Hawks of Dickinson State, and certainly Uncle Mo is on this home sideline at the moment, so we are late here in this first half as we keep things here. Again, the Wilbur Ellis halftime report is on the way. But really a nice job by Dakota State. They got down 14-0. Gave up a touchdown on the opening drive and then a punt return for a touchdown, but they did not hold or hang their heads. I mentioned that there was a lot of time left in this game, so you can't get down when you get down early, and a nice job really by Dakota State to rally and get this crowd back into this contest. Now we'll see if Dickinson State can answer. They'll send Lovegren back deep. Alec Lovegren's going to be the deep man. They've got Linder and Tabor as well. Caleb Nielsen to punt off. Again, the winds, well, you know, I mentioned in the pregame that the winds might not be part of this contest. Well, they certainly have picked up. Silly of me to think that. So Caleb Nielsen is in here. And end over end kick's going to catch the wind. It's going to be caught by Linder on the far side. Tries to break out, and oh! Well, he thought that he could get to the outside, and 3 or 4 DSU players were there, including, let's see here, who was, yes, Edward Fritzler was one of the first to make contact. Also had Morgan Wardner there as well. So Fritzler doing a nice job in coverage. Linder wanted to sweep to the near side of the field and ends up getting dropped at the 20-yard line. So not a bad kick there by Nielsen. So 1st and 10 for the Blue Hawks. Bodeker in shotgun formation. He'll quickly shoot it out to the near side. Catch is made. And close to a first down. On the catch there was Jarrett Lee, the senior from Dickinson. Believe he went to Dickinson Trinity. Dickinson, North Dakota, they have Dickinson High School, and then the private school, the Catholic school, Dickinson Trinity. Dickinson Trinity, very strong program over the years. It is a GSN Insurance first down as the ball is marked right at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Blue Hawks. Here's a handoff. Linder up the middle is going to fight for it for a gain of 3 or 4 on the play. Really a nice job by Riley Linder. He likes to lean forward and pick up those yards. Substitution here defensively. Moody Ben El-Sheikh is going to check into the contest here for the Trojans. Didn't see who had scampered out there. So 2nd down and a long 6 here for the Blue Hawks. 2 receivers split on the top side. It's a read option. Linder's going to get to the outside, and he's going to be cut down by Sakamoto Ryan. Really a nice job there by Sakamoto Ryan as Linder is, what do they mark him down? They mark him down at about the 37-yard line. He's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 with 3 and change to go in our first half. Linder able to get to the outside, and Sakamoto Ryan coming up. As the Blue Hawks break huddle, plenty of time on the play clock. 3rd and 3, they'll split 2 receivers on the top side, 2 tight end look, 1 on either side. Bodeker read option, Linder up the middle, and he's going to reach forward for the first down again. He just continues to push forward. Rarely goes down on the first touch. And it's going to be a GSN Insurance first down. Linder got hit a yard or 2 behind the first down marker, but just spun around and picked up the first down. Meanwhile, Clute will check back in here for the Blue Hawks. He'll be split to the near side with Lee. McCarville and Fry split on the top side. Linder continues to be the featured back on this drive. 2:15 and counting to go in this first half. 2 timeouts for Dickinson. Here comes the blitz. It's picked up over the middle. Bodeker, and it's going to be intercepted. It's going to be Sanford, and Sanford's going to bring it back over the 50-yard line. And, boy, I have no idea. Bodeker never saw Sanford. I mean, that ball was thrown right at Wyatt Sanford. And Bodeker looking for a deep play over the middle, and Sanford just basically waited like he was playing center field. It's the 4th turnover of the first half for Dickinson State. And DSU has it 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line of the Blue Hawks. So opportunity here for the Trojans to possibly take the lead for the first time late in this first half. Boy, Bodeker is going to get frustrated with himself when he sees that one on replay, as Sanford was just waiting for the ball. So Devricks leads the troops out. 1st and 10, has the snap. Blitz picked up, looks to the far side, has a man, and it's out of the reach of Cooper McDermott. Again, another one of those long throws. Devricks on the near hash, throwing all the way across to the far side. Would have been a minimal gain on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. In fact, interesting left. Bodeker threw the pick. He also got the tackle on that play. 3 fumbles and an interception thus far here for the DSU defense. They created a bevy of turnovers last year and are up to the tricks again here so far in this first contest. Devricks will split 2 to the near side, 1 on the top side. Pressure being shown by the Blue Hawks. Devricks has the snap. It's going to be a draw, and not much doing on that play there for the Trojans. Designed draw play there. And Chase Dufek on the carry is going to gain, or rather lose a yard on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 11, and now Dakota State will huddle, maybe run a little bit of this clock off. 25 and counting on our play clock. 90 seconds left in our first half. 3rd down and 11 here for our first half, as Devricks will look to the sideline. 9 on the play clock. 2 receivers on the top side. Hirsch split single on the near side, and now a timeout's going to be called by Dakota State, as the play clock was at 1.
Their 2nd of the half.
That'll be the 2nd timeout of the half taken here by the Trojans. 1:12 is on our game clock, and we are tied at 14 all late in this first half. Again, the Wilbur Ellis halftime report on the way. We're going to take a look at some numbers from this first half. We'll take a look at some results from the Herb Blakely cross-country meet that was at the Madison Golf Course earlier today. Really good showing for both the DSU men and women. Talk some DSU volleyball as well. Maybe take a look at some scores from college football. Looks like it's been a tough day for the Big 12. Of course, a lot of uproar, concern with the Big Ten moving their season. Seems like every day or once or twice a week here, some kind of rumors flying around about the Big Ten actually playing this fall. So it's going to be 3rd and 11, ball at midfield here for the Trojans. Hirsch split out to the near side. Keel and McDermott on the top side. Shotgun formation here for Devricks. Believe that's Sanchez in the backfield with him. It is. Going to be designed quarterback run, and Devricks makes the first man miss, and then is going to push forward and get down to around the 43-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down. And it's going to be 4th and 4 here for the Trojans. And looks like DSU may go for it. Under 50 to go in this first half. 4th and 4, and Devricks, maybe they'll have a pooch punt here. As Devricks does a hard count, now down to 15 seconds. And now Devricks has the play call. 7 on the clock. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a false start. 2 or 3 linemen moved there for the Trojans. And now the punt team will come out. So not sure if they were trying a hard count. I still wanted to think that maybe Devricks was going to go for the pooch punt. And instead, we end up getting a false start. And so the punt team will come on here for Dakota State. And I think we might get, we're going to get a 10-second runoff here. Ball marked back at the 48.
False start. Offense, number 67, 5-yard penalty. It'll remain 4th down. That also includes, since the clock was under a minute and the clock was running, a 10-second runoff. Please put the game clock at 11 seconds, and it'll start on the snap.
Okay, so we'll get a 10-second runoff. So down to 11 seconds. Caleb Nielsen is on to punt. I'm Nielsen with Clute back at about his 10-yard line. And Clute and our back judge having a discussion there at the 10. I think Clute asking about the 10-second runoff. Now we may have that fixed.
Correction. Dickinson did not want the 10-second runoff. 21 seconds on the game clock.
Okay.
21 seconds.
So
we'll start on the...
We'll put 21 back on. Dickinson electing to not have time run off. So 21 on the game clock. Nielsen on to punt. Again, Clute standing at about his 10. Pressure being shown here by the Blue Hawks. Massey's snap, a good one. Nielsen with time. He's going to angle it. Low kick's going to angle to the far side. Clute will let it go. This one's going to be inside the 10, down to around the 6. Caleb Nielsen continues to have a very nice day punting the ball and special teams overall. Nice punt right there from Caleb Nielsen. Little coffin corner. 12 seconds left in our first half. And not giving Clute an opportunity there to return. And so the Blue Hawks will come out. I believe they have just one timeout left. And it looks like they will be content to kneel this one down. And indeed they will. Well, it was 14-0 in favor of Dickinson State. They had a lot of energy, but Dakota State did not hang their head. They came back with a pair of touchdowns, and we are tied at 14s as we head to the break here at Trojan Field. It is Egg Bowl 2020, and have some festivities coming up. They're going to draw for the 2020 Gale skid loader. Believe they're going to do some honoring of some of our ag people here in the community as well. But all in all, after a slow start, pretty good first half here for the Trojans of Dakota State. We are tied at 14s in our opening game of the 2020 football season here on this 12th of September and the 5th annual Egg Bowl. Wilbur Ellis halftime report is on the way. We'll take a look at some of our stats from the first half. Take a look at DSU cross country and volleyball, peeking with some other football scores as well. It's Trojan football on Jammin' Country FM 103 at AmazingMadison.com. Let's pause for a 3-minute break. We're back to Trojan Field and your Wilbur Ellis halftime report in 3 minutes.
Consumers Power District, Farm Credit Services of America, Western Bank, Dakota Land Federal.
And welcome to the Wilbur Ellis Halftime Show, brought to you by Wilbur Ellis in Chester. Contact your local field experts today to help you grow smart, increase productivity, and reduce loss. Wilbur Ellis, where they never stop looking ahead. Well, was a bit of a rough start here for Dakota State, but they did not hang their heads and able to come back with a pair of touchdowns to knot things at 14-all as we are here at half. Dakota State scoring a touchdown in each of the first two quarters. All 14 points for Dickinson State came in quarter number one. Taking a look at some of our team numbers here thus far, as we're getting some of our ag producers in the area being honored. They're also having the Interlakes Area United Way Win Big Raffle fundraiser raffle off. So 500 tickets were sold. All proceeds benefited Interlakes Area United Way and did just have a winner. Anyway, I digress. Taking a look at some of our numbers from the first half. For Dickinson State, they had 7 first downs, 2 of 5 on third down efficiency, 17 rushes for 61 yards, 8 of 12 through the air for 101 yards and 1 interception. They had 29 plays for 162 yards. They fumbled 3 times and lost 3 fumbles. 3 penalties for 30 yards. Did have a punt return for a touchdown as well and held the ball for 13 minutes and 27 seconds. Team stats for Dakota State, they had 6 first downs, 1 of 6 on third down thus far, 15 rushing attempts for 14 yards, 9 of 16 passing for 124 yards, 2 interceptions and 1 touchdown. They ran 31 plays for 138 yards. 1 fumble, did not lose it. And 2 penalties for 10 yards thus far. Dakota State holding the ball for 16 minutes and 33 seconds. Some individual leaders for Dickinson State. Riley Linder, 9 carries, 46 yards and a touchdown. Drew Bodeker, 8 for 12, 101 yards and an interception. Alec Lovegren, the leading receiver so far for the Blue Hawks, had that big reception back early on in the first quarter. He's got 1 reception for 43 yards. For Dakota State, Torrin Devricks is the leading rusher, 5 carries for 6 yards and a touchdown. Devricks is also 9 of 16 through the air, 124 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. And Deshaun Keel, his favorite receiver thus far, 4 catches for 63 yards. 6 different players have ran the ball so far for Dakota State. 6 different players have caught a pass. 4 players have rushed for Dickinson State. 5 have made a reception. So love is certainly getting spread here from both sides. Also have another halftime entertainment to try and punt balls into the back of a pickup as they get DSU students to come out and try their luck. Had one about 20-yard punt here. You got to get it into the back of the truck and get it to stick. And, boy, a couple of really decent tries here. Some halftime entertainment here at the 5th Annual Egg Bowl. And the chatting with some of the people earlier during the tailgate, just happy that they were able to have it. And nice crowd on hand here this afternoon as well, which is also great to see. Good support here for this DSU football team. And I would imagine that we have many families that have flown in here for this weekend also, as we have guys from all over. In fact, just breaking down the roster for Dakota State. 38 players from South Dakota, 16 from Colorado, 11 from Minnesota, 8 from California, 5 each from Nebraska and Texas, 3 each from Illinois and Iowa, 2 apiece from Alaska, Arizona, and Hawaii, 1 from England, 1 from Florida, 1 from Maryland, Nevada, New Jersey, Washington, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. So it is a wide range of players. There's 13 seniors, 19 juniors, 29 sophomores, and 45 freshmen. We have seen some of our true freshmen here getting some time today so far. So a lot of guys getting love. Good to see. And so far, a very entertaining game as we are tied at 14s apiece. Did want to go over a couple of things that I did not get to in our pregame. I did mention this one, though. Dickinson State has basically dominated this series. They've won 18 of the prior 20 matchups, and including 6 straight. Last year, they won 31-14 here at Trojan Field, and hopefully that today's game does not turn out like last year's game, where it ended up being just a dominant second-half performance by Dickinson State. Not to be selfish or anything, but I wouldn't mind seeing a dominant second-half performance from Dakota State. Other games here in the NSAA for football, and I'll see if I can perhaps wrangle up any possible finals that we may have. Mayville State was hosting Waldorf today, and Presentation hosting Valley City. Let's see if we can pull up some numbers. I know that Waldorf was leading. Oh, we got a 28-23 game as Waldorf leads Mayville State. See if we can pull up some numbers for the Presentation and Valley City State game as well. Here we are. Let's see. We've got. Give me just a moment. Do want to continue to keep things here. Okay, they haven't started the stats on that game. Let's see if we can pull up the Waldorf-Mayville State game. Boy, that's a tight one. Mayville State scored 13 points in the third quarter. It's 28-26 as the Comets just got a field goal. So early on in the fourth quarter, Waldorf leading Mayville State 28-26. So a tight one there up in Mayville, North Dakota. And do have GPAC score to pass along as well. Hastings is taking it to Dakota Wesley, and that score 42-7 with about 10.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. So there you go. Did not see any numbers on Valley City State and Presentation. I'm not sure if they've got stats running or not, but what I do know is we are tied at 14s here at Trojan Field, and we'll try and continue to monitor any of our other NSAA scores, especially that Waldorf-Mayville State game. And I will say I'm a little bit surprised it is that tight, but Mayville State rallying to pull within 2. A lot of time left in the fourth quarter. Of course, do have plenty of college football action going on as far as some of the big boys are concerned, FBS and FCS here today. I'm going to pull up a few scores here for you as well. We'll check in with Dakota State cross country and volleyball here in just a second. Some earlier scores: UNC defeated Syracuse 31-6. University of Louisiana Lafayette stunned number 23 Iowa State 31-14. Boy, that is a bad loss for Iowa State. Wonder if my dad took off his Iowa State hat yet or not that he wore to the game here today. At halftime, it's number 10 Notre Dame leading Duke 10-6. And Florida State leading Georgia Tech 7-0. That game is in a delay. Well, checking in with some of the results for Dakota State cross country here today. The teams hosting the Herb Blakely. And as far as the women's side is concerned, Dakota State finished second, team score of 50. Dickinson State had a team score of 29. Jasiah Christensen ended up placing second overall, but had an unattached runner that finished first. So Jasiah Christensen taking second. Jada Anderson was seventh. Juliet Rios finished 13th. Mallory Augenbaugh was 16th. Madison Whitcomb placed 22nd, and Hannah Droge placed 27th. So the Dakota State women, again, they ended up finishing in second place as a team. Meanwhile, the men, strong performance. They ended up placing first with a team score of 39. Bellevue was second. Dickinson State third. Mount Mighty fourth. Valley City State was fifth. Alex Durr finished in second place for the Trojans. Taylor Myers was in sixth place. Matt Dunn was in 10th place. And then Evan Sleminski, Dylan Hilger, and Tyler Kennedy went 12, 13, and 14 respectively to round out the top finishers for Dakota State cross country. But hosting the 18th annual Herb Blakely invites at the Madison Golf Course earlier today, and both teams performing extremely well as they get their respective season underway. Speaking of getting things underway, Dakota State volleyball last weekend was at the Kansas Wesleyan tournament. Ended up going 3-1, picking up wins over Sterling College, McPherson College, and host Kansas Wesleyan. Then dropped a match to Friends University. And then last night they actually picked up a home game and took on Mount Marty and picked up a 3-1 win. So DSU volleyball off to a 4-1 start on the season, and that matches their best start since 2006. So going to have to try and get an opportunity to catch the gals there. They do take on Bellevue come Wednesday. And again, the NSAA, after a couple of weeks of practice, elected to go to a fall-spring schedule. So they're going to play once through the conference schedule. And there are other non-conference games that Dakota State does have scheduled. But the conference, they're going to play once through the conference schedule in the fall and then pick things back up in mid-March and play again through the conference schedule. Then we'll have the conference tournament that is slated for the end of March, I do believe, and then the national tournaments, the NSAA tournament is slated for early April, the national tournament in late April. So that was a light change. They did elect to have half of the conference schedule in the fall, then pick things back up in the spring. 14-all here at Trojan Field. It is Egg Bowl 2020, and it is the opening game for both the Trojans and the Blue Hawks. We are knotted at 14s. Let's step aside for a 2-minute break. Final thoughts at the Wilbur Ellis halftime report and kickoff for the third quarter on the way. 14-all between the Blue Hawks and the Trojans. This is Trojan football on Jammin' Country FM 103. Back after this 2-minute break. Welcome back to Trojan Field as we get you set here for our second half kickoff. Dakota State on the far side. Again, they're in their road white jerseys here this afternoon. Sharp jerseys with navy blue pants and gray helmets. They've had that same color scheme for many, many moons. In fact, when I played college ball back in the 2000s, we played Dickinson State home and home back-to-back years. And very similar jerseys from back then. And they did bring a nice crowd as well. And the Dakota State fan base, they are here in a nice showing. And, of course, some extra hoopla as well with the 5th annual Egg Bowl. Again, it was great with the tailgating earlier here. Ready for our kickoff as Payne is on to kick things off. And once again, we're going to have Giles back deep as well. I believe that's Jalen Stewart. Got 2 19s on the roster. And Payne's kicks going to come to Stewart on this near side. Catches at about his 10-yard line. Moving right to left. Stewart goes up the middle and is upheld. And, boy, that another late guy coming in. Nearly a helmet to helmet. As the Trojans are going to have it 1st and 10. Marked down at the, where do they mark him down? The 24? Well, they still haven't marked it down. It looked like Stewart had flipped over the 25. They marked it at the 24. So 14-all on the Madison Discount Liquor scoreboard as we begin our third quarter of action. Torrin Devericks leads the troops out onto the field. Glad you've joined us here for DSU football on Jammin' Country FM 103. Devericks pistol formations, turns, hands it off. It's Brenner Furlong. Furlong is eaten up in the backfield. He is going to be crushed for loss of a couple on the play. Loss of 2 is going to bring up 2nd down and 12. Dakota State trying to establish some kind of run game, but just have been unsuccessful thus far. Even have brought in an extra lineman to block at times. Actually, it's the fullback, I should say. Don't always see a fullback in that pistol look or the spread, but getting one here. As it is going to be 2nd down and 12. Single receiver split near side, double tight end look. They'll motion to the top side of the formation. Devericks will hand it off. It's Furlong once again, and he has just eaten up in the backfield. Once again, just nothing going on in the run game here in this contest thus far. And so Furlong is going to lose, well, no, he does get back to the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be 3rd down and 12. Devericks looks to the sideline for the play. So a very casual start here for DSU offensively on their first 2 plays of this third quarter. Front 7 of the Blue Hawks have played strong here so far. And pressure being shown off the top edge. Devericks has the snap. Here comes the rush. Looking deep near side. Has a man. It's going to be incomplete. Quarterback Oliphant had fallen down. Pass was intended on the near side for Peyton Olson, sophomore wideout from Mitchell. And Javante Oliphant had fallen down and then looking for a little basket catch there, but unable to make the catch was indeed Peyton Olson. So it's going to be 4th down, and Caleb Nielsen is on to punt. Isaac Clute back deep. Clute has returned to punt for a touchdown here in this contest thus far. He's going to stand just inside his own 35-yard line. Light winds coming out of the west. That's the direction that Nielsen is punting. Snap. Oh, a bullet. Nielsen's punt, end over end, is going to bounce at about the 45. Clute is going to let this one roll. And it's going to roll down to about the 39-yard line. So an efficient punt right there from Nielsen. The snapper for Dakota State, Alex Massey. Alexander Massey from Phoenix, Arizona, was injured last year and ended up missing the whole season. And, boy, his snaps are just absolute bullets back there. And when you've got a great long snapper, that certainly puts the pressure off of the punter a little bit more. So 1st and 10 here for the Blue Hawks. They're out on offense for the first time in this third quarter. Tabor will motion up to Bodeker. Tabor gets the handoff going off the left side and squirts forward over the 40-yard line to about the 41-42. Riley Yankee slowed it up on this near side. It's this linebacking core. Yankee, McCarty, Ben Al-Sheikh, and Vanden Bosch. 3 out of the 4. A great year last year. Moody from Hastings, Minnesota, and Park High School. Getting the start as the 4th linebacker. Interior, taking over for Carson Lindblad. 2nd and 7, and little play action. Bodeker drops it off to Lovgren. Lovgren makes a nice move, makes a couple men miss as he fights up near the first down marker. And put on the brakes. Cole McCartney tried to sweep across the body, and then a bevy of players do bring down Alec Lovgren. They're going to give Lovgren the first down. It's a GSN Insurance first down. Boy, I would have liked to have seen a measurement there. It would have been 3rd and short regardless. I think it was maybe a half-yard short. So 1st and 10. Ball at the 49-yard line of the Blue Hawks. 3 receivers split on the top side. It's going to be Lindner up the middle, and he's met right around the line of scrimmage. Good solid tackle right there. Good pressure up the middle by the Trojans. A gain of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9. A few different players there. Connor Tordson, as well as Marcus Vanden Bosch there, swallowing up the hard-running Linder. And look, Lovgren checks in at running back. Bodeker directing the offensive line as he'll go to shotgun formation. Single receiver split near side, 2 on the top side. Pressure being shown by the linebacking core for the Trojans. Here comes the blitz. Bodeker over the middle has a man wide open. It's going to be a GSN Insurance first down as his tight end came across the formation on a drag route, and Kellen Ray makes the catch for a gain of 10. And make it, yes, gain of 10. It's going to be a GSN Insurance first down to the Trojan 40-yard line. So Bodeker able to squeeze that pass in where the blitz had come from. And the Blue Hawks are on the move nearing, well, just over 4 minutes gone by in our third quarter on the Madison Discount Liquor scoreboard. Shotgun formation for Bodeker, drops back to pass. Blitz from the outside, he's going to step up. Bodeker is going to keep his feet. Oh, he makes one man miss, and then he is absolutely crushed as he gets down to the 35. Ben Al-Sheikh couldn't clean up the stumbling Bodeker, but then McCarty came in and gave a little lick to the quarterback. Seems to be okay. 2nd down and 5. Still some dark clouds in the area. We've had a little bit of blue sky here and there. The sun was trying to fight out earlier in the first half, but clouds have reigned supreme here today in Madison and the surrounding area. A little bit of a breeze as well. 2nd and 5, ball at the Trojan 35-yard line. Bodeker in shotgun formation. And he will read option and now steps up, and he is going to go over the middle. It's going to be caught. Well, what a fortunate play right there as Jarrett Lee makes the catch. Bodeker sent a wobbly duck in the air, and Lee just happened to be in the area. And he makes the catch for a GSN Insurance first down. And that was a stroke of luck because I have no idea where Bodeker was going with that football had he got it out cleanly. But the Blue Hawks will take it as they move into the Case IH red zone. For top-notch service on your Case IH equipment this fall, stop into Lake County International in Madison. So 1st and 10 from the Trojan 14-yard line as we are tied at 14s here in this third quarter. Tight end Ray will move in motion to the top side of the formation. Tabor, the running back. Tabor is going to get the carry, stumbles up the middle, keeps his feet going, and is down inside the 10-yard line. Boy, at times the Trojans have not done a good job of wrapping up on the initial hit. And it's going to bring up 2nd down and 5 from the 9-yard line as Tabor was hit a yard or two downfield, but then just kept moving his feet, pushing forward. As the Blue Hawks look to the far sideline for the play. Trojans will look to come up with a defensive stand here. As the Blue Hawks knock on the end zone on the east side. Lee in motion will stay on that side of the field. Bodeker drops back to pass over the middle, has a man wide open. Miscommunication. Boy, there was no one within 5 to 10 yards of the tight end right there, and an easy touchdown as Kellen Ray makes the catch. And the defense parted there in the middle of the field. Not sure what happened, but Dickinson State will go back on top 20-14 with the extra point pending. Boy, that was just a simple tight end move over the middle. Ray just on a simple corner route to the middle of the end zone, and there was no one within 10 yards. Here's a low snap. Payne's kick is going to be wide rights. Bad snap. Hold wasn't great. Kick goes wide. Dakota State will take that break. 20-6 in favor of Dickinson State. 8:29 left third quarter on the Madison Discount Liquor scoreboard. Timeout on the field will pause as well. It's Trojan football on FM 103 back after this 30-second break.
Line declared down by the referee after the fumble.
Welcome back to Trojan Field as we are here in our third quarter. Dickinson State leading Dakota State 20-14, and we get Jalen Stewart on the return, the freshman from Centennial, Colorado, which I believe is a suburb of the Denver area. As he gets it out over the 32, the ball came loose, but he was already down. Had some good returns so far here today from the youngster Jalen Stewart, and right there able to break a tackle or two. Dakota State first down and 10 from their own 32. Ended up punting on their first possession on offense here in this third quarter. Deshaun Keel in motion to the near side. It's going to be a handoff to Sanchez and just nothing doing. My goodness. Basically untouched was the freshman lineman Aaron Filati. I spelled his name wrong on the starting lineup, but Filati in, and he has just, this defensive line has just basically owned Dakota State here in this contest so far. Trojans need to dig deep and take some pride up front. So second down and 13 as Deverick's in pistol formation. Will hand it off, and it's a run up the middle. And it's going to be a gain of just a couple on the play. Sanchez in on the carry. And so we're going to get a third down and 11. Gavin Holland checking in at the running back spots. So the front three, really the front seven, have just played extremely well here in this contest for the Blue Hawks. As it is third down and 11. Ball at the 30-yard line. Deverick's in pistol formation. Now looks to the sideline after a hard count. Gets a new play. Two receivers split on the top side, one on the near side. It's Hirsch. Got to hurry. 3 on the play clock. 2, 1. Snap is there. Deverick's back to pass. Has time now, stepping up. Flips it to Gavin Holland on the far side. Holland gets a block. Makes a man miss, and Gavin Holland into the open field. Gavin Holland with a GSN Insurance first down. Boy, there was a massive block right around the first down marker. Could hear the crush from up here, and the freshman from Arlington Lake Preston delivers a hit as well as he gets the ball down to the 45-yard line. Some ingenuity there by Torrin Deverick. The quarterback was being flushed out, and just a little underhand flick forward to Holland, and Holland made a man miss, got a great block in the open field to free him for an extra 10-15 yards, and it's 1st and 10 at the Blue Hawk 45-yard line as the Trojans go right to left here in this third quarter. Pistol formation for Devricks, has the snap. Play action. Here comes the rush. Devricks avoids it, steps up. Devricks is going to take off, gets another great block in the open field, and is lifted and is going to be down inside the 35, and it's a GSN Insurance first down. Cooper McDermott is pushed away by the umpire. Well, maybe a little bit of chatter going on out there between the two sides. Wouldn't be a college football game if there wasn't a little bit of trash talk out there. And back-to-back first down plays here for the Trojans. 5.5 left in our third quarter, as the ball is marked at the 32-yard line of the Blue Hawks. 1st and 10 here for the Trojans. Two receivers split on the top side. Now McDermott comes in motion from right to left. Play action. Devricks, plenty of time. Devricks steps up, looking to the near sideline, and it's going to be incomplete. Overthrowing the tight end Goblish on the play. Boy, thought Torren maybe could just flush out to that far side. He had plenty of room to run, but was thinking pass the whole way. Fair enough. But some good blocking there on that play-action play. And that's the other thing, too. Dakota State has 20 rushes for 25 yards, but somehow the play-action is still being effective, which they will take. So 2nd and 10 here for Dakota State. Jose Sanchez behind Devricks. Has the snap. Here comes the blitz. Dumps it off to Sanchez. Sanchez makes the catch and is going to be out to the far side. Ooh, needed to make a man miss. Great tackle in the open field there by Eric Spring. But they went with a little flip to the running back where the blitz came from. Good design play right there. And it's going to bring up 3rd down at about 4. Would have to think, depending on the result of this play, it'd be 4-down territory here for the Trojans. But a nice play, nice grab there by Sanchez, squirting out of the backfield. And so, 3rd and 4. Devricks, pistol formation now, nooks to the sideline, 15 on the play clock. Hirsch, the wideout split to the near side. Deshaun Keel to the top side. Sanchez will step up and be right next to Devricks. Devricks dropped his mouthpiece, now has it back in. Snap, and it's going to be Sanchez, and Sanchez is going to be wrapped up on the play. Maybe a half yard, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 4. So 4th down and 4, get a couple of new guys in, and indeed 4-down territory here for the Trojans. This has been a promising drive. Let's hope that they can keep it rolling. Trojans do huddle as they bring in a couple of different players in here. So big play here late in this third quarter, 20-14. Dickinson State leading Dakota State on the Madison Discount Liquor scoreboard. Devricks in pistol formation, 2 receivers split to this near side, Hirsch and Keel. And timeout is going to be called on this near sideline before the ball is snapped. Maybe we had some motion up top as well on the Trojans. Lumen Johnson in at one of the tight end spots, the sophomore from St. Paul, Minnesota. But in the end, a timeout. Let's keep things here as Dakota State wants to talk things over. 4th and about 4 here for the good guys as they are on the march and hoping to keep this drive going. Lumen Johnson, a sophomore from St. Paul, went to Como Park Senior High School. So, Coach, I believe it was Coach Anderson that did call the timeout. Heard it from up here. 3:23 officially on our game clock in this third quarter. And the Blue Hawks scoring on their first offensive possession of this second half. Now the Trojans are hoping to answer that. The pass game has been effective at times. Unfortunately, they just have not been able to get the run game going. Keel and Hirsch will split out to the far side. Dufek is going to check in at running back. Lumen Johnson off to the left of Devricks. 4th and 4 here Need to get down to around the 21 of the Blue Hawks. Here's a flick out to Johnson. Johnson makes the catch, does he? Yes, boy, he is going to be awfully close to this first down. Little play action dump off to Johnson. Johnson made the catch. The Trojans are signaling for a first down, and they're going to bring the chains out. Boy, this is awfully close on that far side. Of course, both sides signaling what they want the call to be. So it was a play action, and Devericks went to his strong side. And so they will bring out the chains. Boy, this is going to be close. And it is going to be a first down, not by much. Looks like the officials got that $50 bill I slipped to them earlier today. So it's a GSN Insurance first down. I chied. I did not bribe the officials. But nice play call there. They took the timeout. They got the call that they wanted. Nice catch there by Lumen Johnson, his first of the game. And a GSN Insurance first down. Ball just so they need to get it just inside the 22. That's where it's at. Devericks will split out single receivers on either side. Pressure being shown by the Blue Hawks. Hand off and a run up the middle and nothing doing. Oof, bodies went flying on that play. And just a simple halfback dive. Believe that was Taylor in on the carry. Believe Branson Taylor with the carry there. Yes, indeed. Now we've seen a bevy of running backs here in this contest so far. Dakota State knew coming in that it would be a running back room by committee. Gain of 2 brings up second down and 8. Double receivers near side. Keel split soloed on the top side. Devericks has it, drops back to pass. Here comes the rush, has to be flushed out, and he's going to be dropped. Flushed out and coverage sack right there. There was nobody open. It's going to bring up third down and long as the ball is marked back at the 27-yard line. Well, the blitz came, and it was a successful one. And so it's going to be third down at about 15 here for the Trojans. Big play right there on second down for the Blue Hawk defense. Minute 40 to go, third quarter. Devericks will hand it off to Furlong, and Furlong basically on skates. Just nothing doing right there, and would think still 4-down territory. This would be a deep field goal for Caleb Nielsen. Oh, they are going to kick it. It's going to be about a 45-yarder or so. So they'll look for the points here. Not a bad idea. I thought maybe it would be deeper than what they would want, but well, they got plenty of time on the play clock. Don't need to hurry Nielsen. This is going to be a 46-yarder from the right hash and a bit into the wind. The Blue Hawks, well, they're going to come with a push here to say the least. Snap, the kick is up. Does it have the distance? No, it's going to catch the wind. Just a little too far there for Nielsen, kicking into the wind. Not a bad idea right there. And Nielsen's kick comes up just a little bit short, and yeah, that one caught the wind. I think if there's no wind, he probably is able to bang that one through. Nielsen a little frustrated with himself. So Dickinson State will take over at their own 27-yard line. First and 10 as they lead 20-14, 41 seconds left in our third quarter. Tough running today for this Dakota State side. Pistol formation here for Bodeker. He's going to hand off to Linder. Linder stretches to the outside. He's going to be tackled from behind by Marcus Vandenbosch, but not before, picking up about 5 or 6 on the play. Getting some light pushing going on out there. So gain of 4, second down and 6. Gustavo Bonilla redshirt freshman linebacker from Phoenix in the linebacking core. And that's going to be the final play of our third quarter. 20-14, Dickinson State with the advantage here over Dakota State as we head to our final frame. Opening game of 2020 in the 5th annual Egg Bowl. A dandy of a matchup so far. We'll see what our final 15 minutes in regulation have in store. We step aside for a 30-second break. You're listening to Dakota State football on Jammin' Country FM 103. Welcome back to Trojan Field as we head to quarter number 4, 2nd down and 6 here for the Blue Hawks as they now move right to left across your radio dial, left to right for the Trojans in this fourth quarter. 20-14, Blue Hawks lead. It's going to be a read option. Lovren's going to get the handoff as he gets to the outside, then is going to be ripped down by Sanford and Guzzi, but it's going to be enough for GSN Insurance first down, and the sticks will move here for Dickinson State's. So first down and 10 from the 39-yard line. Riley Yankee in pursuit there as well there for the Trojans. Dickinson State will casually get up to the line here. I think it's much too soon to start really trying to drain out the clock. But first and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Bodeker will hand it off. Lindgren up the middle. Linder rather, and he is going to be dropped for a gain of about 1 on the play. Once again, just some tough downhill running from Riley Linder. Bonilla as well as Marcus Vandenbosch in on the tackle there for the Trojans. Linder every time just does not go down on that first hit.
Let's go, Trojan fans. Make some noise. We need to stop.
2nd and 8 here for the Blue Hawks. Linder will be to the left of Bodeker in shotgun formation. 2 receivers split to the near side, the narrow side of the field. Single on the top side. Bodeker drops back to pass. Has time. Over the middle, man wide open. Miscommunication. And it's Tiger Fry sprinting down the far side. And there was absolutely no one within 10 yards of one of the greatest receivers in Dickinson State history, and Tiger Fry, who is running a simple drag route over the middle. And a huge gain there as the ball's down to the 36-yard line of the Trojans. Close to about a 20-yard gain on the play. And so 1st and 10 here for Dickinson State. They've got the ball at the DSU 36-yard line. They'll move tight ends, 1 across the formation, 1 to the backfield. And it's going to be past the far side, nearly intercepted by Sakamoto Ryan. Jason did a nice job of reading that play on the far side. Jarrett Lee was the intended receiver. And, well, I guess he goes by Sakamoto. My apologies, Jason. But nonetheless, Jason making a nice play there on that far side. 2nd down and 10 here for the Blue Hawks. Boy, this would be a good time for another turnover forced by this Trojan side. You know, they forced a lot of turnovers last year, but don't know if they had a defensive touchdown. Just saying. Bodeker. Shotgun formation. Linder up the middle. Linder is going to pick up about 6 or 7 on the play. And going to bring up third down and manageable here for the Blue Hawks. Cole McCarty in on the tackle for Dakota State. 3rd and 3 officially, as the fans getting involved here in this one with this third down play. And no surprise, Linder will continue to be the featured back on this drive. Bodeker shotgun formation, 2 receivers split on the top side, and it's going to be Linder. And Linder tripped up, and he's going to have enough for the first down. Oh, good spot by the official. I think he's going to be just short. And Linder ended up bouncing off the ground and sprawling forward. Dakota State wanted the markup near the 25, but it's going to be back at the 27. It's 4th and 1, and the Blue Hawks will go for it here, and would have to think that Linder is going to get this handoff. As Bodeker is going to go under center. He's going to push forward. He lost the football, but he's going to pick it up and push forward. Oh, he dropped the football, but because he did, the line kind of all came together, and then he was able to push forward on the play and pick up the first down. Boy, Dickinson State has had some really lucky plays in this second half. That tip pass, ugly duck throw over the middle that was caught by Lee in the third quarter that led to the touchdown. And then right there, Bodeker dropped the football. And I think had he not dropped it, the push wouldn't have happened, and instead it did. And it's a first down for the Blue Hawks, about the 25-yard line of the Trojans. Nearing 4 minutes gone by in our fourth quarter on the Madison Discount Liquor scoreboard. Bodeker, play action, drops, looks over the middle, has a man deep. It's caught, and it's a touchdown. Jarrett Lee will make the touchdown catch, and it is a 25-yard strike. And it's 26-14 in favor of the Blue Hawks. Single receiver matchup, and Lee had the inside leverage. And Jarrett Lee makes the catch for the touchdown, the senior from Dickinson Trinity. And it gives the Blue Hawks a 2-score lead. Bit of a backbreaker here, but still plenty of time left in this contest. Trojans will look to answer as Payne is on here for the extra point. Snap is there. The kick is up. The kick is off the upright. Well, Payne's missed both extra points here in the second half, but it's a 12-point advantage here for the Blue Hawks. 26-14, 10:58 to go fourth quarter. Timeout is on the field. We will pause as well. We're back after this 30-second break on Jammin' Country FM 103. Welcome back to Trojan Field as we are in our fourth quarter on the Madison Discount Liquor scoreboard. 26-14 in favor of the visiting Blue Hawks, and unfortunately this game at the moment turning into much like last year's matchup where the Blue Hawks dominated the second half. Payne's kick's going to be to the near side. It's going to be out of bounds, so kind of an up and down day for the sophomore kicker Jeremiah Payne as he sends that one out of bounds. He's missed and hit an upright on his last two extra point attempts. Jeremiah Payne from Grenora, North Dakota. Now, Grenora is an interesting situation. It's right on the Montana border and up in the northwestern part of North Dakota. Grenora co-ops with a Montana school for football, and they play six-man football in Montana. But then a lot of their other sports, they're known as the Mondak Thunder, and they play sports in North Dakota. And if you're overly curious, I suggest sometime looking up some season stats on six-man football. The offensive numbers, especially for state champions, are mind-blowing. Back to our contest here. 1st and 10 for the Trojans at their own 35-yard line. Devricks drops back to pass. Great blocking is now going to step up. Devricks makes one man miss and another as he squirts over the 40-yard line to about the 41. And it's going to be a gain of 6 on the play, 2nd down and 4. So some good coverage downfield right there by the Blue Hawks, but Devricks makes something out of nothing. And it's 2nd down and 4. Now the Trojans, I would think they need some points on this drive, preferably a tutty. Single receiver split on the far side. That's Hirsch. Keel on this near side. 6-man fronts. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Devricks slips, keeps his feet. Torin is pushing forward. He's going to have a GSN Insurance 1st down. Boy, Torin cut back. Nearly lost his footing. Nearly, but didn't. And so it is going to be a 1st down ball at the 46-yard line. So a nice design run there by Devricks. Again, Trojans likely need a touchdown on this drive. Give themselves a chance. And it is a promising start. Again, Keel split, single out on the near side. Hirsch on the top side. 2 tight end look. Devricks drops back to pass. Quarterback keeper once again. Torn off the left side, and this time not much doing as we get a pile and a push back. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. So 2nd and 10 here for Dakota State. Giving us a couple of 2 tight end looks here on this drive. Trojans will huddle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different running backs have ran the ball here today. Unfortunately, just not a lot of success. Something to improve. Well, here's going to be a read option and a gain of a couple on the play. This is going to be Branson Taylor on the carry. He's going to pick up a couple, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 here for the Trojans as Cooper McDermott checks back into the contest. Under 8.5 to go in this 4th quarter on the Madison Discount Liquor scoreboard. Dakota State fell behind 14-0. Came back to tie things up at 14. That was the halftime score. Then both touchdowns here in the 2nd half have been scored by the Blue Hawks. 8 on the play clock as the Trojans turn to the sideline for a new play. And now Devricks is going to call timeout. Confusion between the sideline and the players on the field, and a timeout will be taken. It'll be the first timeout by Dakota State here in this 2nd half. Let's keep things here. Trojans facing a 3rd and 8. They get the ball. Need to get the ball inside the 44-yard line of the Blue Hawks. And so be curious to see what they do call there, and not sure where the confusion was at on that one by any means. Looking down, I don't believe all freshmen have dressed here today, as the offense, all the offensive players huddle out on the field. So first timeout taken. Dakota State will have 2 more and need a money play right here to try and get this ball over the 1st down marker. One would prefer something even more, but we won't get greedy. Ball actually placed middle of the field here. 2 receivers split near side, one on the top side, tight end on the near side of the formation as well. Taylor in the backfield with Devricks. Devricks has the snap. Here comes the rush, looking to the near side. Keel, and the pass is over Deshaun Keel. He had Keel, but the pass was too high, trying to fit it into a window. And it's going to bring up 4th down and 8, and it's going to be, nope, no punt situation. punt team was running out on the field, but they were chased back. So 4th and 8, big play right here to say the least, with just under 8 to go in our fourth quarter, as it is a 2-score game. Boy, that last play, Devereux probably wants that one back. Needed it just a little bit lower, had Keel open in a window. So 4th down and 8, ball is at their own 48-yard line. 2 receivers either side here for Devereux. Has the snap. Here comes the blitz. Devereux over the middle, has a man, and it's knocked away. Was looking for Taylor over the middle, and it was knocked away by one of the linebackers for the Blue Hawks. That was Jared Smith making the play, and it will be a turnover on downs. Not a bad look right there. Taylor a little frustrated with himself, but that was just a better defensive play. And so it is going to be a turnover on downs. The Blue Hawks will have it on the plus side of the field, and perhaps going for the dagger on this drive. Bodeker brings his troops out. We'll split us 2 receivers on the top side, tight end on the near side on the line. I believe that's a Tabor in the backfield with Bodeker. Read option. Tabor up the middle. Makes a couple men miss, then pushes forward, keeps his feet going. And it's going to be a gain of about 6 or 7 on the play as we get bodies flailing all over late. Gain of about 2nd brings up 2nd down and 3, and the Blue Hawk backs have done just a really nice job of continuously leaning forward on their carries here today. 27 carries, 99 yards for the Blue Hawks on the ground. For Dakota State, 28 carries, 32 yards. That will certainly be a focal point for this next week, I would assume. So 2nd and 3, Bodeker brings his team to the line. He will keep it himself and goes off the right side and is swallowed up close to the 1st down marker. Now Dickinson State will likely want to have every snap inside the 10-second mark, if not inside the 5-second mark. They'll let this one clock continue to salt down. It's going to be 3rd and 1 here for the Blue Hawks as they move the ball inside the Trojan 40-yard line. And really need about a yard. And maybe not quite as patient as I thought. 20 on the play clock. Bodeker pistol formation. Tabor behind him. Single receiver either side, 2 tight end look. And he'll hand it off. Tabor, ooh, going to be stopped. Boy, they might give him the spot. Yeah, I think he did get it. Very close as we got the push up front by the big hog volleys. And, they mark him just short. And Tabor, well, maybe they're going to bring up the chains. Yes, they will. Hard to see from our vantage point up here. This one's going to be awfully close. Wouldn't be surprised if he did get it. Did not need much on the play. And now they do bring out the chains. Yeah, it looks like they got it. Whoa. Oh. I mean, there's got to be maybe an inch between the ball and the 4th and going to be, I mean, inch. Has to be 4th and inch and an inch here. Obviously, the Blue Hawks will go for it. Certainly the right call here. Wow. I mean, doesn't get any closer than this. I would think Bodeker is going to go under center. I know he's going to be in pistol formation. 4th and an inch here for the Blue Hawks, and they're going to go with the hard count initially. Now play clock at 15. Now Bodeker directing, 10 on the play clock. Linder in at running back. He'll hand it off to Linder. He's got the 1st down. Well, doesn't get any easier than that. Cole McCartney came up with the football, but they're going to say that Linder was down and will pick up a GSN Insurance 1st down. Good push out front there by the front seven for the Trojans. But Linder, a tough runner, picks up the first down. Blue Hawks continue to churn this clock as we have 5 and change in the fourth quarter. 26-14. Dickinson State with the advantage here. Blue Hawks will bring the play clock with under 10. Bodeker with Linder to his right, shotgun formation, and handoff. Linder up the middle, makes a couple men miss, delivers a hit, and sneaks inside the 30, close to the 25-yard line.
Ball carrier, it'll be 9 yards before Marcus Vanderbosch is there on the tackle. 2nd and 1 for the Blue Hawks.
2nd and 1 here for Dickinson State, as they're over the 100 yards as a team rushing here today. And they will look to the sideline and let the clock continue to wind down. So tied at 14s, and unfortunately Dakota State just could not come up with enough plays in the second half offensively. In fact, only have had the ball a couple of times. And now a timeout's going to be called by Dickinson State. Play clock was down to 1 second.
Dickinson State.
And
First
Coach
of the half.
Stanton not overly happy with his team on that far sideline. Clock down here to 3:56 in our fourth quarter, 26-14 on the Madison Discount Liquor scoreboard. Friendly reminder, we'll have the Mustang Seeds postgame show coming up in a little bit. We'll take a look at our final stats. Coach Anderson hopefully will make his way up here to the press box. And we'll wrap up this game and look forward to next week. They're going to be hitting the road. Will the Trojans be for next week? And they're going to be a night game up in Aberdeen, as they're going to take on Presentation next Saturday nights. In fact, on the road the next 2 weekends, then back here at home against Waldorf on the 3rd of October. Then at Dickinson State on the 10th, then 3 straight home games, the 17th, 24th, and a spooky game against Mayville State on the 31st of October. Spooky because it's Halloween. 2nd and 1 here. Linder up the middle, initially hit, and will drop forward. I believe that was Braden Wallenstein. It was. Wallenstein trips up the ball carrier. And it's going to be 3rd and inches. So another 3rd and shorts, or Dakota State looking to stack things up, force a 4th down. The downhill running of Linder hard to compete with. Drew Bodeker, Jr. in pistol formation. Linder behind him as he watches the play clock go to 10. And it's going to be Linder, and he's going to have the first down and continues to push forward and is inside the 25 down to around the 22-yard line. And Linder again able to just get past that first line and push forward. Some good movement there by the offensive line for Dickinson State. .242 and counting, and Dickinson State will just continue to churn out this clock. And likely another first down would do it. 1st and 10. Pressure being shown. Bodeker gives it off to Tabor. Tabor up the middle, and he's going to get it close to the 20-yard line. It's going to be just short, as the Blue Hawks are flirting with another visit to the Case IH red zone. So 2nd down and about 9 after that short gain by Tabor. Derek Tabor tabbed as the starter, but Riley Linder's got the bulk of the carries. Linder 18 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown. Nice crowd on hand here today for Dakota State. And a splattering of Dickinson State fans across the way. About a 7-8 hour drive back to Dickinson. Under 1:45 to go. Here's a handoff to Tabor. Tabor up the middle, makes a man miss, loses the football. It's loose, and it's going to be picked up by the Trojans. Tabor was able to break away from a would-be tackle by Peyton Harrell, but then he loses the football. And it's going to be the 5th turnover of the contest. That's the 4th fumble lost. Excuse me, yeah, the 5th fumble and the 4th lost by Dickinson State in this game, so I'm sure Coach Stanton not overly pleased with the lack of ball security in this one. As Dakota State gets a turnover, just 1:35 left in our 4th quarter, as the offense will look for a big play or two. Ball's going to be inside the 10, down to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Defense a little frustrated with itself coming off. Devricks will hand it off, and a nice run, big hit as well delivered. As it's Taylor on the carry, Branson Taylor gets the ball up close to the 15, a gain of about 7 on the play. That's one of the longer runs in this game for Dakota State. Minute 15 to go. Devricks drops back to pass. Here comes the blitz, goes to the far side. Taylor makes the catch and is able to step out of bounds. And is it going to be a first down? No. Only ended up being a gain of a yard or 2 as Taylor steps out of bounds just over the 15-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd and 2. So Dakota State with a 3rd and short. Ball inside their own 20-yard line. Just over a minute left in our 4th quarter. Devricks, pistol formation, 2 receivers split near side. Has it. Here comes the rush. Devricks steps up now, flings it near side. Catch is made, and nothing doing on the play. Just had to dump it off to the running back, Taylor. Taylor made the catch, but is going to lose a yard or 2 on the play. So going to bring up 4th down and a long 3. Trojans will go for it here. Obviously, 45 seconds left in our contest. Devricks has the snap. Looking over the middle, has a man, catch is made. It is Hirsch. Hirsch makes a couple of men miss. Now is going to be wrestled down out near the 30-yard line. It's a GSN Insurance first down. Hirsch makes the catch, then absorbs a couple of stymies there. They'll go no huddle. 20 seconds to go, clock on the move. Devricks has the snap, looking, drops back, flings it to the far side. Taylor makes the catch. He's going to run out of bounds on the far side and stop the clock near the first down marker. And indeed, it is going to be a GSN Insurance first down as Taylor was able to scoot up over the 40. Well, they do mark it right at the 40. I thought he was going to mark it at the 41, but it is a first down. 11 seconds left. Trojans padding some stats here late in this contest. Getting a little bit of rhythm on the ball. Dickinson State dropping back their safeties about 20-25 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Could be potentially the final play of the game. Devricks will be flushed out to this near side. And now comes to the near sideline to Giles. Jacob Giles makes the catch, and it's going to be a first down over the 50-yard line down to the 48. And now it's going to be likely the final play here with 4 seconds on the clock. So one final play, I would think. Trips receivers to the near side, one on the top side. A little bit of pressure here being applied by the Blue Hawks. Devricks steps up, launches the ball deep on this near side, and it's going to be picked off right at the 1-yard line. That'll be the game anyway. So Devricks with a heave there, trying to get it into the end zone, but it is picked off. Will be a step for the Dickinson State side there, as it is the 3rd interception of the game thrown. And so that'll do it here tonight, or this afternoon. 26-14 is the final. as the Blue Hawks of Dickinson State for the second year in a row here at Trojan Field dominate the second half. And so the Trojans will begin their 2020 campaign 0-1 and will be on the road our next 2 Saturdays. The Mustang Seeds postgame show is on the way here on Jammin' Country FM 103. We begin after this 2-minute break.